Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 3 of our Route 66, historic Route 66 ride. So today we are planning to cover around 100, I wish, 525 miles. We are riding from Lost Hills, California to Flagstaff, Arizona. So our original plan was to ride to Los Angeles and then go to Santa Monica and then click some pictures of the Route 66 trail end. But then that was adding extra three and a half hours to our ride. So we decided not to do that and directly keep continuing from Lost Hills towards Flagstaff. So from Lost Hills we will reach Bakersfield, and from Bakersfield we will reach Kingman, and from Kingman we will get Route 66, which runs parallel to Highway 40, Freeway 40. So the plan is to continue on Route 66 all the way to Flagstaff and call it a day. The temperature has gone up significantly. Right now I think the temperature is 90, 91 or 92. So right now we are on Freeway 5 South. We'll be taking an exit in 20 miles and we'll get on to Highway 58. So we are on Stockdale Highway, pushing west. Such a beautiful highway. So Stockdale Highway will take us all the way to Bakersfield, and from Bakersfield we need to get back onto freeway again. So we'll take 40 west to Kingman. These looks like apple plantations. I don't know if the camera is capturing the haze and the mountains, which are way too far in the haze. The mountains are not visible. Maybe it's because of the haze or because of the California pollution. But there is a very, very faint silhouette of the mountains. So as soon as we get onto Route 66 today, we have a couple of sightseeing spots identified. I think there is a restaurant and there are a couple of old gas stations that we might see on the way to Flagstaff. And after Flagstaff, it is just on and off freeway ride with Route 66. We'll keep exploring. So initially we had planned lots and lots of sightseeing points, pretty much everything we wanted to see, but now after 3 days of riding, it looks like we'll not be able to cover everything because it just takes too much time. Oh, we are back on 58 East. So it just takes too much time. So we might have to cut down a bit on some of the locations, but we are planning to cover main attractions. We will visit couple of museums. We will visit couple of very famous eateries on the route, and we also plan to see caves in Texas. I don't remember the name of the caves, but those are naturally formed caves. So that is the plan. And then on the route we will also be collecting a lot of state signs. So from California now we are entering into Arizona, so we need to look for a sign, "Welcome to Arizona." We'll collect that sign. During the planning phase we calculated we will be crossing around 18 state lines, and hopefully we'll collect 18 state signs. And the goal is to complete all 48 continuous states on a motorcycle. Okay, we are on California Highway 99. So we are taking Highway 99. We took 99 and now we are back on 58 East. The scenery has changed quite a bit. So we passed through a small patch of city traffic, and when the temperature is pretty hot, it's not fun. But now soon we came out of it, and now we are back on the backcountry roads. So we are taking 58 East. We have to go 115 miles on 58, and then we'll touch freeway 15. Wait. Okay, food exit 121. So I'm letting Lawrence go ahead. Lawrence is our fellow rider, riding with his daughter on this trip. And he is riding a KLR 650. So I don't know if I talked about my motorcycle before in this video, but I ride a 2013 Yamaha supertenere 1200 XT. So this is that bike. And talking of the modifications, I have not done much modifications. I have added I completely replaced the exhaust system, including the muffler and the head. I have the aero muffler and aero exhaust heads, and then after that I did the ECU flash, so that increased the power a little bit, and it made the bike a little smoother. I am currently riding in touring mode. In sport mode the bike really comes to life. It becomes very torquey. So it's a 1200 motor, so it unleashes the power. Sometimes I ride in sport mode, but it gets too torquey, and at times I feel that the bike is riding me and not the other way around. So that is the mod that I have done. The GPS that I'm using is the regular car GPS, the Garmin Smart 61. It's not waterproof, but it does the job. So I use that GPS. Other than that, I have a tank bag from the company called Rhinox. Rhinox is an Indian company, so I got this. My sister bought this for me and sent it over. So it does the job. Again, it is not waterproof, but it has got that external cover which I can put on it, and that makes it waterproof. Pretty good. The tail bag, I recently purchased the tail bag for this trip, and the tail bag is the Tri-Spec 60. I forgot the number, but so far I'm liking it. It is very easy to put on and off. I do not have those clippers, but even with those locking mechanism, with those locking hooks, I'm able to put it on and off and remove it pretty quickly. And then camera equipment, I'm using a Hero 9. So Hero 9 is the setup that I bought very recently. This is the first long ride that I'm doing with Hero 9. Oh wow, look at that. And I have mounted Hero 9 on the helmet. It's a chin mount. So again, oh wow, look at that. So this is the first time I'm also trying the chin mount and trying the GoPro Hero 9. Before that I was using Sony, the small narrow long camera, and that camera was mounted on my helmet. So Hero also, at time I was thinking of mounting it on my helmet, but then it catches a lot of wind, so I decided to try the chin mount. So like in my previous video I said that chin mount is initially you need to get used to it, because GoPro has this weight and any camera will have weight. So when you put that on your chin mount, you feel as if somebody's pulling your helmet from the front, and you feel that weight on your neck. So it takes a good 4 days for your neck to get used to that extra weight. Look at that. This is the road that we'll be taking all the way up into the mountains. Lovely route. So initially I tried using the GoPro without the battery, and I was using the external connections, but something went wrong, and I don't know. GoPro doesn't like it without the battery. So it worked initially, but then after that it turned off, and then when I tried to reboot it was not turning on. So then I inserted the battery and then gave an external power supply, and then it works great. Yeah, I feel a little weight, but then it took me 4 days, three and a half, 4 days to get used to that extra weight, and now I don't feel uncomfortable with that extra weight. It's all good. And so far I'm liking the chin mount. I will be rendering all these videos and editing, and we'll see how it turns out to be. But so far so good. We are doing good on the gas. Okay, so other than that, the other focus that I have added to the bike is I have added panniers, hard case panniers. They are aluminum. I don't remember the liters, but I have just bought the standard panniers. I don't have the extra large version. It's the regular version, and that much space is more than enough. So I have this tank bag, I have those 2 panniers, and with the tail bag, with this setup I can carry lots and lots of luggage. So we did a quick pullover to check Lawrence's GoPro. Everything is fine. His battery ran out, so he changed the battery, and then his direct power connection was also loose. So he fixed that, and the GoPro started working, started recording again, and we are back on. 58 east to Barstow. The more and more we ride on this freeway, the more and more it becomes better and beautiful. Wow. Arvind Junction, half mile. So we still need to... Oh wow, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, lovely. So with the Hero 9 mount, I also bought the Purple Panda microphone. I'm trying to... So right now I have attached the microphone with my Sena boom mic using the lapel pin. I don't know if that's the right word. I was not able to remove the lapel pin, pull the mic out of that. So the lapel pin is sitting right next to the boom mic. So every time I wear my helmet, I need to be very careful. That lapel pin actually rubs on my forehead and then on my nose, and then I put the helmet. So I need to do something about it. There should be a small screw using which I can pull out the lapel pin, and then the tiny microphone I can just attach it to the Bluetooth boom mic using a zip tie or something. So we will get lot of lessons learned from this ride. All the lessons learned will be implemented, and then it will become a perfect setup, close to perfect setup. So the time is 10:45 a.m. But the heat is pretty strong. It feels as if it's 2 p.m. We are doing good time. We have 99 miles to go, and then I think we'll reach Barstow. And after that, on Highway 40, we need to do another 340 miles to reach Flagstaff. Downgrade is always fun. It gives some time for the engine to relax a little bit, improves the gas mileage, and also overall stress on the motorcycle. And then I use engine braking to slow down when I reach turns. I do not use my brakes. So if we go non-stop on our route, we will reach by 5:15 in the evening. But we plan to take gas breaks, restroom breaks, lunch breaks, some sightseeing. So as long as we reach the motel by 8 p.m. We'll be good. So we will have 3 hours to use for non-riding activities. So that is how we have planned for today. Junction 15 to Barstow is 97 miles. Yep, and the GPS also shows 95 miles. So GPS check is accurate. Look at these windmills. Yeah, it's too windy here for obvious reasons. This is the wind quadrant. So I don't know how well the mic is picking up my voice. But it is very, very windy. We have 81 miles to go before we hit 15. We just took a break for a quick lunch. The windmills look magnificent. Wow. So now we are passing through the Mojave Desert. Wow, it looks like another planet. Dry, barren. Cactuses everywhere. So initially we were thinking that we can maybe do a small route change and cover Death Valley as well, but then looking at this heat outside of the Death Valley, we thought that no, that is not a good idea. With all this motorcycle gear riding through Death Valley in 120 plus temperatures is suicidal. Miles of straight perpendicular road through the desert. Oh, what is that? So many aircraft. That doesn't look like an airport. Is that the air junkyard? Could be. लॉरेंस, वो राइट में देखो सब प्लेन दिख रहा है. That is the junkyard for aircrafts. So that can be also used as parking, but otherwise it is also a scrap yard for aircrafts. This is Mojave Desert. Dry, barren. Look at the length and breadth of the Mojave Desert. Wow. California City is left turn 10 miles after making the left turn. The wind is so strong and pushing us so strong, we are not able to keep up with the freeway speeds. So the trucks are passing us. Okay, so we have stopped here at a small town called Boron in California. This was just on Highway 58 East. To fill up gas, it is super hot. I'm sure the temperature would be in 3 digits, 101 or something. It's very hot. So we are waiting here to cool down a little bit, drink water, get hydrated, fill up the gas, and then start moving again. Barstow is 39 miles from this point. Hopefully once we start moving east, maybe the sun will go down and then we'll feel little better. I do not expect the temperature to drop, but if the sun goes down, then the temperature will drop a bit. Okay, I'll see you on the road. So we kind of took a long break at a rest area because it was getting too hot. Right now we are on Highway 40 East and we are passing through the Mojave Reserve, and the temperatures are currently 105. So with all the gear and everything, it was just getting unbearable. So we had to take a stop. We kind of rested under the shade for like 45 minutes, and now we are headed towards Flagstaff. So the temperatures at Flagstaff are pretty pleasant, and even the Kingman, the temperature is pretty pleasant. So it is this patch that we need to just cover. Filled our water bottles from the rest area. So the rest area didn't have potable water, so not for drinking. So we that was a bummer. So now we have to take a break again after 22 miles at a gas station and buy water from there. So we filled the water bottles from the rest area, from the restrooms, and we are just pouring that water in our jacket, and that is currently keeping us cool. The heat wave in this area is predicted till 6 p.m. in the evening. We cannot wait that long. So we just poured a little water on ourselves inside the jacket and we started riding. So historic route 66 next right. We keep seeing these signs after every couple of miles, but we do not dare leave the freeway and get on the route 66 yet, because it is way hot, very very hot, and we are just worried that once we get onto route 66, which runs very parallel to the freeway, that route might not have any kind of exits for the gas stations or rest area. I mean, I don't know. So we just don't want to take the risk. So we just want to get out of this heat wave. This is the route 66 that is running parallel to the freeway. So we want to get out of this heat wave, and then from Kingman we will hop back onto route 66. Kingman, the weather is nice, and the more we move towards Flagstaff, the temperature keeps dropping. But this is just barren land. Wow, this is just barren land. And the mountains actually heat up. The reason why this area has such high temperatures is because it is surrounded by the mountains, and it sits inside a valley. So the mountains heat up the area pretty bad, and then the mountains act as ovens, singular oven. And then even if the land wants to cool down, the mountains doesn't allow it to cool down. But oh well, that is Mother Nature. We do not have control over it. We have to work around it. So after around 35, 40 miles, we will enter the Mojave Reserve, which will be on the right hand side. And luckily we are not entering the Mojave Reserve, we are just passing it close by on the right. At these temperatures I can only imagine Death Valley. It will be brutal. 135 degrees easy. So Lawrence's GoPro, he had mounted it on the motorcycle here, and the GoPro got heated pretty bad in the sun while riding. When the GoPro is taking so much wind, even then the GoPro got heated up pretty bad, and it shut down. So now he's not able to switch it on because it's just way too hot. So that is the level of heat we are passing through. Okay, so we took the exit for gas. Hey, this is Route 66. This is Route 66. Go, go, go. Ah, good that the sun is gone. So I don't know if I should fill gas or not. I have more than half tank. Might as well let me fill it. The handle, push the button. Should not take more than 2 gallons, but we'll see. See, 2 gallons at 2.07. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we filled up the gas, and we continue to push on Freeway 40. We have 292 miles to go before we reach the motel. There was a Route 66 small patch that we wanted to do at the gas station, but that road was closed, so we couldn't do it. So from Kingman, when we reach Kingman, after that we will try to do a short ride on a Route 66 that goes parallel to Highway 40 if it is not way too dark. So current arrival time for us right now that is showing is 9 o'clock and 11 minutes if we go non-stop. But we will be taking breaks for the gas breaks, and we will be taking some leg stretch breaks, so we will reach by 10. The barren land continues. This literally looks like another planet. Well, the scenery has not changed much, but I just wanted to show these mountains and the straight road. Now look at the road. Wow, it's straight going behind the mountains. Look at this mountain. So we have crossed the Mojave Preserve. And we are inching closer towards Needles. From Needles we will go to King. There are too few clouds, but whenever we get shade, it feels good. Temperature has dropped from 106 to 99, and I think it might have dropped further to 95 or something.